Lado Show.
Hello everyone, it's Ladosaurus. I hope you're doing well. Yes, the channel's changed. It's now called The Lado Show. I think it sounds a little bit better, and it could potentially cover more stuff that I could make videos on. But as well, for this video, if you cast your mind back to a few videos where I announced that I was going to be doing the 50 laps of Goliath, I asked for recommendations for cars. And someone in the comments, Spudsy, said what you should do is you should do some videos on testing out specific cars like the Mosler and the Zonda. So for this video, I'm going to be testing out the Mosler and I'm going to be testing out the Zonda. I'm going to be getting tunes done on them from SharePoint, and then we're going to get started with the first race with this Mosler. Right, so here we are on the Dipto event that I made, where it's basically just one lap of the 50 laps that I was going to do, with basically perfect weather conditions, I know, so I've set it up so that it's, highly skilled avatars, steering sort of normal, ABS is going to be on, driving line braking, just the normal things that you would do, but I have turned rewind off, because I don't feel like I should be using rewind, because if I'm doing the main race and I have to use rewind, it's a bit of a cheat kind of thing, so I won't be using it, so I'm going to take it off to stop me from being tempted to do it. So as you can see, I've got the tune on the Mosler, X tune, and we'll see how it does. It was a 5-star tune, so let's see how I do with it. Here we go. Are we ready with one lap of the Goliath? Right, straight away, this thing is fast. It rips. It does seem to handle quite well. It's very sketchy. Right, come on. Right, I'm braking too hard, I know, but I would rather go in a bit too slow straight away than going completely, way too fast and end up sliding off. Come on. Not doing too bad, not doing too bad. He says as he nearly slides into a wall. I mean, this is obviously Goliath. It's meant to be the most challenging road race, so yeah, I can see that it is definitely challenging, especially with all these S2 cars and everything. I'm finding this not an easy thing to race with. The Mosler, it handles extremely well, but at the moment, maybe it's the way I'm driving it, but I'm finding it very, very finite, very sort of, come on, Chris. Well, at least it wasn't me that time. But I'm finding it very kind of, you can only input minor corrections, and that, if I'm doing that for 8 hours, am I really going to want to? And there's a tree. Well, at least I wasn't the only one to go. Right, I've got some catching up to do. This might mean that the pressure's off just a little bit with the other cars around, and I can use this time to catch up. We will see. I don't know if this, because obviously, as we know, Forza, it uses the rubber banding. I wonder if that affects me catching up as well. I'm sure someone will tell me. But, I mean, I don't mind this Mosler. I think it's a good car. I really do think it's good. It's definitely in contention for one of the cars to use. I know I'm not racing as fast as I could be in this thing, but I'm absolutely petrified of going off and visiting the scenery in this thing, and it seems like it's going to be a very easy thing to do. And because I'm thinking more along the lines of the time that I would actually be using the car, because like I say, 50 laps, it's about 8 hours, and if I'm doing that, then I want something But this is what we're doing. We're testing these out. We want to know exactly what the best car is for me, because a car that's good for me might not be good for someone else, or vice versa. A car that's perfect for someone else might be garbage for me because of my style of driving. I think I'm very ham-fisted when it comes to driving, and I probably need something a bit lazier, if that makes sense. I've got my eye on the ACR, because I've heard good things about that. I've got my eye on the Zonda as well, but see, now it's not me. It's not me that's doing all this. Like, and yeah, there's a few cars I've got my eye on. This one I have my eye on, but after driving it a little bit, I think this would go down the list. But it's a good starting point. It's a good starting point. You know, I can't really complain too much. I'm going to shoulder barge Liam out the way. I mean, if I can get Stinty out the way, I'll be happy with that. These, I don't know what it is in this game, but these focuses are ridiculous. But as a Ford guy, yeah, I'll have your number plate off of your Stinty. Thank you very much, pal. But yeah, it's just so... I don't know what it is about those focuses, but they're absolutely rapid. Come on. Focus, laddo. What position are we? 5th? Jesus! I've just noticed there's a bloody... there's a driver tire right up at the front. Well away. I've got these 3 cars in front and I don't even know who's in the lead. That thing's gone. What is it? I want to use it. Right, we've got to get past Impega, Bumpy and Danger Man. And I don't think I'm doing too badly. I've definitely done worse laps in my life. So, come on, we're going 260 miles an hour around. Oh, I thought I was going to miss that checkpoint then. I absolutely, you know, I saw my ass. If I did, that would have been the end of the race. And the end of the lap. But let's catch Danger Man. And once we catch Danger Man, I don't even think we've got a bloody chance of getting that thing, whatever's in the front. What is that? I don't even know who it is. How does it get such a lead? I mean, it's gone. We're not going to find out that... I know I don't need to brake around these, but it's a brand new car, and my confidence is not particularly that high with it, because it's just so twitchy. I mean, I don't think I'm doing ridiculously bad with it. I actually think I'm doing quite a good lap. I could, of course, do it faster. Oh, Danger Man's gone! Oh, art imitating life, eh? So we've managed to fluke a second place. Right, there's not. Oh, they're right there. They are right there. I thought I had a little bit of breathing space. Wow, they're catching, whatever that is catching me right up. Oh, well, that's good. I've just seen Bumpy's car go flying off. And all it means is that, you know, if I can get a second place because I've been quite calm and because I've been relatively kind of easy on the brakes and, you know, slowing down for corners and things like that, if I can get that, I'll be happy. I mean, we've got to win the 50 laps. We have to. Could you imagine if we did that whole thing, got to the 50th lap, right at the end, I got second? That would be crushing. But let's just hope. Let's, you know, touch wood, it won't happen. But I don't know. Maybe I can build, especially over those 50 laps, I will build up confidence with this car. I will definitely build up confidence with it if I take this. And I don't think I'm doing too bad of a lap. I think that this car is definitely one of the contenders. It is twitchy, and if I can find a way how to dull it down a tad, then maybe, yeah, I would take this one. I think it's good. I mean, the more I'm racing with it, the better I think the better it feels to me. It definitely handles amazingly, and this tune that I got from SharePoint is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't want to go flying off the track. Just don't go flying off the track. We've got time. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. No point in trying to get the fastest lap you can ever. Just keep the car on the track. Keep it on the track. Keep it on the road. That's where the grip is, Lado. That's where the grip is. You're not going to find grip on the grass. So, but this thing does. It just turns in like you wouldn't believe. But I guess that's why it got recommended. I guess this is one of the best cars in the game. Right. Oh. Oh, Lado. You've ruined it right at the end. Come on. Come on, let's... Right there. Can I maintain second? Can I maintain second? I think I've maintained it. That was just a lack of concentration. Just a momentary lack of concentration, which could potentially be the difference between getting first or getting second in the actual 50 laps. But whew, right then at the end, there was that squeaky bum time. But what was it? You winning a Zonda FE. Yeah, I got told to get a Zonda FE if I'm honest, but I can't get hold of it. I can't get hold of a Forza edition. So I like the Mosler. It's definitely part of the ones that I'm potentially going to get. Right, so we're back with the second race, and I've got the Zonda R. If I can beat 9 minutes 28 seconds, I'm happy. But the goal for this isn't potentially the fastest lap time. It's the overall comfiness to drive, if that makes sense. It's, can I live with this thing for 8 hours and not be constantly on my seat, because that will wear thin quick. So aim is for to find out if this car is any good to just in general, because of course the car that won last time was the Zonda FE, and so that's the main goal. But if I can get the better lap time than I got with the Mosler, then I will absolutely be happy with that, and it will. Yeah. I'm braking too hard again. Come on. I wonder what that was then. Oh. Because I know that corner has caught me out a few times before. I'm going to do a bit of a dive on Car Guy. Oh, man, I hate this uphill stretch. It is a bit... Yep. Okay, so like we say, we've got, we had that bit of an accident like in the last race. All I'm trying to do is just play it safe. I'm just trying to play it safe. I'm not worried about what's in front of me or anything like that, because that will come in time. Oh, it's not as grippy as the Mosler. Packs a punch though. Does pack a punch when you put your foot down. Ooh. It seems to go extremely light when... Oh, well, that was dumb. Oh, I managed to keep it... Oh. Right, well, there's cars missing checkpoints left, right, and centre, which is good. That's a good sign. Right, so, we've overtaken Fail Race. Oh, Scotty's gone off. Bear in mind, this isn't the actual film and crew. I just want to put that forward. It's their AIs. Right. Amy's car did well in the last one as well, but pretty much they've all got focuses. Oh, don't tell me that's that Zonda in the front again. Absolutely pissing off. And after... That thing seems like it's going to be unbeatable. Now, I've got another SharePoint tune for this as well. And it turns in well. It handles well. You know, any sort of bumps. It doesn't really affect the handling. And I do like these SharePoint tunes. I suppose, you know, when it comes to reviews, you go for the 5-star ones because generally they're the ones that are liked, obviously. You know, we all know what... that was dumb. Not the worst accident. Not the worst. Not the worst. So, you know, it's definitely better than hitting the tree like I did on the last lap. In the Mosler. But we're just following Amy's focus now. I'm not particularly on the attack. But if we catch up, because I'm doing better corners, because I'm, of course, I'm in a Zonda and she's in a Focus, then yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. But again, the Zonda in the distance is just gone. Is that Ewan again? Fucking Ewan. Bloody triad. Even his AI is a triad. So, I don't know what's happened there. We seem to have caught it up. That's a weird one. Maybe it had a bit of an off. Like me. Like now. Not the worst off. Not the worst off, Lado. You're right. Right. Okay. Brake hard on the brakes on that one. Is it the Zonda? I thought the Zonda was behind. This is interesting. This is interesting because if you remember on the last lap, it was gone by this time. I didn't even notice it. That's how gone it was already. And here it's in front. So it's an interesting one. This Zonda, it's definitely not as fidgety as the Mosler. I don't know if it's faster because I'm not even looking at the speedo. That was stupid. But it feels roughly the same, in my opinion. Which, you know, I'm not gonna. Oh, don't miss it! Don't miss it because of that. Ugh, thank God. Right. This will be stupid if I've lost that Zonda out of pure carelessness. That would annoy me. That would annoy me a little bit. Because at the end of the day, we want to better ourselves. We want to constantly get better, and it's when you do little stupid things because you're looking at what's behind you when you should not. You should roughly sort of know if something's directly behind you, but you shouldn't be worried about someone else's race. Never. Because at the end of the day, you're taking attention away from what you actually need to be putting attention on, which is something that I've learned. I'm always worried about, you know, what's someone else doing, where are they going, which I understand that is a part of it. You know, you want to you want to like look into what someone's about to do, you know, like a move and things like that, but only when they're close to you, not like what we're doing with this Pagani at the front. You know, we're worried about, is it going to make a mistake and things like that. Am I? Ooh, I nearly did. Right. Okay. Oh, this thing is a bit slidey. It's got a little bit of slide to it. It's not as stuck as the Mosler is. It's still super fidgety in my opinion, but I'm hoping it's better than the Mosler in lap time because it feels better to drive. Another car I've just seen on my mini map. One of the cars has just gone flying off. Because this is something I've started doing. I've started looking at my mini map mainly to see what corners are coming up. I guess that's something that I should have been doing a long time ago, but I wasn't doing. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I wasn't doing as well. I'm guessing so. I'm guessing it's a multitude of things, but we seem to be catching up on this car. What is it? If it's not that same Zonda FE, it can't be that same Zonda FE. If it is, I'll be massively happy. You know, and it does the same sort of time. If it does an 850, you know, we're golden, because that's what it did last time. It did an 850, and I did a 928. So it was 40 seconds ahead, a lap ahead of me in that Mosler. And you know, if it's the same sort of lap time, you know, straight away the Zonda's ahead. You know, but I'm very much aware. Oh no, don't! Ooh, that was a bloody close one. That was a bloody close one. We've got a car coming up the chuff behind. I can see it. I can glimpse it on the minimap. But right, I'm enjoying the Zonda more than the Mosler. I enjoyed the Mosler a lot. I thought that it was a really fun car to drive, and yeah, but the Zonda is just, it just seems so much better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, there we go. Is this where I think that was where I came off last time. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I've got that car right behind me. It is catching fast. If that's leather cap in a bloody Focus again, I swear to God. Right, no, that's where we came off. Oh, it's Fail Race. It's Mr. Alex himself. Oh, oh no. No, that's where we came off. And it's where we're about to come off again. That BMW is fast. Right, wow. It's because it's because I'm braking too much, I know. Because I know that's the problem, but that thing is rapid. Right, what's the lap time? Right, okay, so the lap time, 9:18, so 12 seconds faster than I was in the, or 10 seconds faster, beg your pardon, than I was in the Mosler. But I did have those two offs in the Mosler. I didn't have any offs in the Pagani, really. But I was 4 seconds. Yeah, it's that Zonda FE again. But that was weird, because that Zonda FE must have had a massive off, because it's 24 seconds down on what it was last time. But out of the two, I would go for the Zonda R. So we've tested these two, and yeah, we've tested them. I like them both, but so far the Zonda R is better than the Mosler to drive. Of course, we're going to continue to test more cars. They're not necessarily going to be X-Class. Some of them could be S1, some of them could be S2. But yeah, if you like this episode, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, feel free to. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.